What's up, everyone? Welcome to Power Play with CJ. Prospect profiles. So I want to focus in on Nicolas, projected first-round pick in the 2015 draft, playing for Chicoutimi. Up in the queue, was a rookie last year in the queue. Obviously, we'll talk about that in a second. Was the first overall pick in the Quebec Major Junior League draft by Cape Breton. Didn't want to go to Cape Breton at all. Got a piss and match all summer long. Ended up getting shipped to Chicoutimi about a year ago. Right now, September. And I had a pretty solid rookie year, 41 points in 63 games on a not great team. They made the playoffs, but thought it's a lot of work doing the team for the team to get better. But I like his game. One of my favorite players for this draft. I like big forwards, and this kid's 6'4", 200 pounds. I think he can max out at being about 6'5", 220, and be an absolute dominant physical force. But that's not really how he plays the game. He's got a little bit of power forward in his game. He takes the puck to the net, and he doesn't shy away from physicality. But he's more of a finesse guy that can play physical, as opposed to a physical guy that can finesse. You know what I mean? I hope. And I like his craftiness. I like his playmaking abilities. I think best case scenario with this kid, he's Joe Thornton light. Where you get a big center that can facilitate the puck and really create scoring opportunities for himself and teammates. And he takes the puck to the net. That he generates a lot of his offense from down low. And I really think that his best days are ahead of him. I think he will average better than a point a game next year. And I'd like to see him add a little bit more snarl. Be a little meaner. When you're that big. I like to see those guys push other opponents around physically. But I like where he's at in terms of his development. I think he's going to continue to get better and, be a guy that I can see going in the top, 15 or 20 of this year's draft. I think he will be a first-round pick. I think there is... I don't know if the piss and match with the Screaming Eagles will hurt his draft stock. I don't think it will. I think it's foolish. It's just that, but it's not a good look either way. And I know Cape Breton wasn't the best situation. It's not the kid wanted. I don't fault him for 1 second for doing what he thought was best for him. Bottom line, you got to look out for number one. It doesn't matter if you're a hockey player or if you work in a bar. You always got to watch out for your best interest because nobody else is most of the time. So that's one thing you got to bear in mind. But bottom line is, I like this kid. I would take him, in the top 12, top 15. And I think he's going to continue to wow next year. This is going to be a good draft for the Q. I think, it's not really top heavy at, in terms of having a guy go in the first 3 or 4 picks because Eichel and Hannafin aren't going up there. But, looking at Jeremy Roy, Nicolas Roy, and, other guys, Daniel Sprong, Southeast Zone Cam Askew will definitely be turning some heads. Having a great camp, by the way, just FYI. Great preseason, so you guys will be hearing plenty from him. But, I think it's going to be a good draft for the Q, an underrated draft, I think, going into the year. But so many players will rise up the ranks as the season goes on, and I will keep you posted on all of them. Anyway, that's all on this episode of the Power Play with CJ Prospect Profiles on Nicolas Roy of Chicoutimi up in the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League. Stay tuned for more episodes throughout the off-season and beyond. Later, guys.